Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
I wanted to bring this to you guys, didn't want to dwell on it too much, but I thought it was interesting. This is breaking. A majority of consensus shareholders now demand an audit under Swiss law to investigate serious irregularities. Group alleges that MetaMask and Infura were secretly given away to a JP Morgan-backed entity via illegal transaction called Project North Star. So just more to incriminate Consensus and the Ethereum Foundation. On March 1st, a group of 35 former employees representing more than 50% of all known Consensus shareholders filed this request for a special audit pursuant to this Swiss code. The special audit is to investigate serious irregularities. So the details are down here in this article. I'm not going to get into them. I think this is a good starting point, though, to where I do want to go, because we are getting a better picture of where the Ripple XRP case is going, and someone in the XRP community noticed something very interesting about another case that has been filed against Ripple that he wanted to bring to our attention that could actually give us a hint to when we will actually see a settlement. So first off, let me talk to you guys about this. Ian Northing posted this. Ripple seeks to collaborate with Congress on smart cryptocurrency regulation. So Ripple's head of public policy, Susan Friedman, stated that many entities in the crypto space, including Ripple, seek to work proactively with Congress and regulators on smart regulation for a digital asset space that both fosters innovation and protects consumers. And so she tweeted this out just the other day. Many folks within crypto, Ripple included, are looking to work proactively with Congress and regulators on smart regulation for the digital asset space that both fosters innovation and protects consumers. This is not the Wild West. And so she's referring to Gary Gensler's comment that he made, I believe it was a few months ago. The Ripple exec says that while noting that the cryptocurrency sector isn't the Wild West, as it is often claimed to be, in late September of 2021, SEC Gary Gensler, while arguing for greater oversight in crypto, called the sector the Wild West when he testified before the U.S. Senate. So it's a bit of a misnomer. I mean, we have seen more cryptocurrency regulatory clarity come into the United States, and there is regulation in place. I mean, you do have to claim all crypto gains. And so it is very passé, very 2017, I think, at this point, to call cryptocurrency the Wild West. I mean, it's way less Wild West than it was then. Then I think we are kind of at the beginning of the end of cryptocurrency really being the Wild West. New companies were getting a lot of exposure, and Backed, I believe, came online in 2018. That was kind of the beginning of institutional grade cryptocurrency trading, just to give you guys an example. So calling it the Wild West, maybe a bit of an outdated label for cryptocurrency, but you know, she's saying Ripple obviously still looking to help proactively with Congress and regulators on smart regulation. We did also recently hear from Jeremy Hogan that April or May of 2022 will be the time frame. This is his prediction. Bank's full SEC lawsuit against Ripple could end in settlement by April 2022. Judge Knepper knows exactly what's in the emails and seen all relevant case docs in camera, including emails related to Hinman's 2018 speech and Estabrooks's notes. According to recent documents shared by Jeremy Hogan, there will be a 1-hour settlement talk between the SEC and Ripple 14 days after the close of fact discovery. Should both parties reach an agreement, there is a possibility that the case could end in a settlement in April or May of this year. So I know a lot of you guys already know about this, and I know a lot of you guys are probably getting very excited about this. However, how do we know this for sure? I'm going to get to that in a second. So far, Judge Sarah Netburn has seen all relevant case documents in camera, including emails relating to Hinman's 2018 speech. Here's a quote. She knows exactly what's in the emails, etc. If I am correct that the SEC is the problem child here, that could make a big difference. Is coming from Jeremy Hogan. A good mediator can really work miracles sometimes. And so Jeremy Hogan predicting that this settlement could end in Ripple's favor. Although the previous settlement held months ago between both parties did not yield positive results, the next one, slated to be held 14 days after the close of fact discovery, is expected to end in favor of Ripple, given the amount of evidence against the agency. So, over the last several months, well, over the last year really, we have seen mounting evidence against the SEC. We've even brought in, as the XRP community, an Ethereum scandal that could very well implicate the SEC in favoring the Ethereum Foundation when they are supposed to be a unbiased, impartial regulatory agency. Here's another quote from Jeremy Hogan. Yes, a 1-hour settlement discussion happened a couple of months ago. It didn't settle, which means that the next most likely settlement time would be at mediation. See arrow below, which will be hosted by the one and only Judge Netburn, who has seen all of the documents in camera, the XRP community friendly attorney said. And so here is his tweet. Just going to bring you guys up the tweet here. Yes, a 1-hour settlement discussion happened a couple of months ago. It didn't settle, which means that the most likely settlement would be at the mediation. And so here is where he points to it, a settlement right down here. Counsel for the parties proposed the following alternative dispute resolution mechanism for this case: a settlement conference before a magistrate judge or the magistrate judge, and then they're supposed to fill in the blanks here for that person's name. So here, right here, he's denoting that we should be seeing this 14 days following the close of fact and discovery. So that puts his prediction into April of 2022, maybe going into May of 2022. Since Judge Netburn has seen all the Ethereum and XRP documents, then could she highly recommend the SEC to settle with Ripple? That was asked by XRP Crypto Wolf. That's why I mentioned it, responds Jeremy Hogan. She knows exactly what all the emails are, etc. And if I am correct in that the SEC is the problem child here, that could make a big difference. A good mediator can really work miracles sometimes, as quoted in that last article. So interesting, because, you know, we have been waiting for this a very long time. We have been trying to pinpoint that kind of exact moment when we could see a resolution occur. And, there are a lot of factors that have always been up in the air over the last several months. And there's almost like a moving target, right? With the extensions, we didn't really know. And so, Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton and James K. Filan, just to name 3 in the XRP community, 3 lawyers that have been helping us navigate through this, they've been very good about keeping us apprised of where we kind of stand as XRP hodlers, what we should be looking for next. Michael XRP Tag down here saying, so they don't have to have a meeting and discuss settlement within 14 days of expert discovery closing. When is mediation? And Jeremy Hogan just clarifying here, they met within 14 days after end of fact discovery. Generally, that's the first required meeting because it's the expert discovery that really starts to cost them money. We don't know when mediation is set yet. Down here, we file a notice of mediation, but I don't know what happens in New York. So we know Jeremy Hogan is located in Florida, and New York is a different jurisdiction. So there could be different rules there for the legal system. Hassan Al-Azani, though, bringing this up, we said months ago that there is an initial settlement being discussed between the SEC and Ripple. Now many confirm what we said, including Jeremy Hogan, and so he's just retweeting this out. Back from November of 2021, a real approach to cryptocurrency regulation. And at this time, we had a different set of expectations. Timelines since then did get pushed. And eventually, to the disappointment of XRP holders, we had to wait longer and longer, in anticipation of a positive final verdict. But then I saw this, guys, hot off the press from just this morning. This brought to us by Stefan Hubert here on Twitter. What do you guys think about this? Now, he's thinking out of the box here. Is it already clear internally when the Ripple litigation will be settled? Because Ripple has now agreed to start preparing for the trial based on the precedent of the SEC case in November. So this is another court order. In it, Ripple Labs litigation, order restipulation to modify case schedule. The parties in the above captioned action have filed a joint stipulation to modify the case schedule. And then it gives some details on that. The stipulation explains that SEC v. Ripple, a concurrent litigation in the Southern District of New York, involves many of the same factual and legal questions at issue in this case, and that there would be efficiencies in allowing the SDNY case to precede this case. So they're talking about a separate case here. However, there are certain stipulations, as they mention in this next case, that could be very important when clarified in the upcoming case. And so to me, and to Stefan Hubert, it sounds as though this is what they're suggesting here. Hammer out all the details with the SEC and Ripple case, because once we get a verdict on some of those details will be utilized in this case, which will start November 18th, 2022. So yeah, it does open up a fairly big window, but it doesn't sound like they're going to be waiting much longer. Stefan Hubert also bringing this up. With regard to the case of Ripple versus Zakhanov, the schedule has now been agreed. Trial is set for March 2024. So this case started back in 2018, but they're pushing this one back to 2024. Remember, they've been dealing with this case since the beginning of 2018, scheduling trial 2 years into the future. I can only interpret that this case will be resolved without a trial. So that is just another point of interest. Back to the November 2022 point, though, they certainly do want to utilize some of the Ripple SEC case law, I suppose. Apply it to whatever's happening beginning in November of 2022. So, April, May 2022 for a settlement on track, and it certainly does sound like we are going to get something in 2022. This is going to be the year for XRP appreciation and eventually a cash out for XRP holders.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.